Welcome to No Match for a Blaster, Episode 4, Weathering the Sandstorm. Well, it may have been a while, but I'm still your host, and fresh out of some frozen carbonite, Ito Davis. So welcome to a new year, and thank you for joining us again. It's been a while, and this Sith has been caught up in holiday celebrations and a terrible case of space flu, but I'm glad to be back, as well as the whole No Match cast. As always, if you like our show, please follow and share us on iTunes or wherever else you may find us. Plus, reviews help immensely to get us in front of people who may like us. And without any further ado, because we're not going to push this thing to hyperspeed, let's punch it.
Previously on No Match for a Blaster. Cassie and Camiya Ceryss found a map showing their own family's homestead as the target for an attack by the Sandstorm. The bandit crew has been preying on the residents of Hoban as they flee the coming war on Exodus Day 2. With help from Marshal Remi Drobash, the Ceryss girls rush to the rescue, dispatching the bandits with precision. But they are soon to find that their family is not the only one in danger.
So, just after that battle, if you guys want to recover some strain, roll me a cool or discipline. And without a difficulty. And that will be how many?
And it's only successes, not advantages?
Only successes, unfortunately.
Well, that's unfortunate for me, because I rolled 4 advantages, no successes.
For those of you keeping score at home, I got 2 successes, which brings me down to 2 strain. And after last week's unfortunate events and the application of 2 stim packs, I still have 3 wounds.
Being a particularly cool character, have recovered all of my strain.
Yay!
Pilots are so cool.
What about you,
I
Brenda?
know.
I recovered no strain, because I got only
Oh, that's
advantages, no successes. But I still have, I only took 4 strain, so I'm actually still okay.
How's everyone doing on the wounds?
I took no wounds yet.
I did not get hurt.
I've got 3. I've got a threshold of 13.
Oh wait, I did get hurt. I have 3 wounds.
Oh,
Ne-
Could
Yeah,
you
I'm
do a
pretty sure I can
medicine
do a
check?
medicine
Take
check
time
now
to
on both of them, right?
Yeah, if you guys want to take a moment, yeah.
Yeah, let's totally take a moment. What's my difficulty?
Then
Yes.
is an easy check.
So just 1 purple?
Yep.
Alright, this one I guess will be for Cassie.
Huzzah!
Nice.
I'm down to 1 more.
And then for Camiya. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Kamiya's doing fine. I didn't know you were a doctor as well as a marshal. Marshal.
Just a little field medic experience is all.
I need some destiny dice.
Boo! I rolled a
Ooh,
dark side.
side.
Yay!
Oh,
Remi
yeah.
rolled 2.
2 light sides.
Light side for
Woo!
Remi.
Wow,
1 dark
wow,
side.
Wow, wow.
So we have 3 light side and
Cassie?
2 dark side for this session.
That's pretty nice.
Right.
So yeah, your cousins are kind of spooked. There's bodies all around the newer homestead. There's a few shot up speeders and a bike speeder. The bike speeder has a few more bullet hole or blaster bolt holes in it than the others. And you rummaged through the leader's trench coat and found another map.
That's right, I forgot about the maps. We found one at the granary, and then
And that's what directed you here.
That's how.
and then
we
the
knew.
second one was like a larger area, had a more marked like X's and stuff on it.
Yeah, so this map that you guys found, it has a whole bunch of more essentially like troop movements. So you see 5 or 6 different symbols that kind of show that you have 5 or 6 different roving parties hitting up a whole bunch of different places on today, Exodus Day. Hopefully to waylay people on their way, with all their valuable goods to the dock, and then at the same time raiding the stuff for the people who are left behind. But you see that after a few stops, so you have group 1's going to do this place, and then meet up here. And it looks like they're all going to kind of meet up at Yeah, at Cassie's bunker.
I didn't really tell you guys I have a bunker, but I totally have a bunker, guys.
You have a bunker? Like,
Well, I mean, it's not like mine.
one of those old ruins?
Well, yeah. I've been sort of exploring it, before these people moved in. That thing I found that I wanted to show you.
It's there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's there.
I thought
You're gonna love
those
it.
were all
Scavenged out. But there wasn't really anything left in there.
I know. Well, you have to really get in there. I was having a bad day, and I didn't really want to go home, so I just kept going downward and downward. And there was a wall, and it had things behind it that weren't dirt, so I kept going. Anyway, you're gonna love it.
Does your mom know you did that?
No, and neither does your mom, and you're not gonna tell them.
She would be pissed.
So they know. Take her stick back and beat me over the head with it.
Well, if you've got something valuable there and they're about to meet up there, that could not...
Yeah, we should probably go.
So you can kind of infer that, if, the previous raiding party had, each raiding party had about, 2 or 3 stops to do before they were supposed to all kind of reconvene at bunker. You could probably sense that, you either, A, have a bit of time to get there ahead of them, or also, you could try and... well, here's the thing. You have a list of places that are going to get hit. People who are going to get hit in the area. So, while it could be... You could try and save the people that are going to get hit by these bandits and maybe stop 1 or 2 of them. They're all going to kind of pile in together at the bunker. Or you could set an ambush for them at the bunker.
But if we set an ambush for the bunker, there's a pretty good chance they're going to kill people before they get to the bunker.
That is a chance.
Well, that means that we should probably go save some lives, right?
That's what
right?
I think. That's what Remi would want to do. Yeah.
So what is So is there a possibility for backup on any of these?
Yeah, I was just wondering that, 'cause-
Are there multiple marshals? Are you the only marshal on the planet, or in the area?
There are more law enforcement, but right now they're kind of keeping order at the loading bay because it's mass exodus day. That's probably why they chose this day, because you have people moving with all their most valuable possessions through the open desert or rocky lands, and also a lot of the police force is pretty occupied.
Okay, so Remi will look at the map. Looking at the map, is there some kind of roll I can do to determine how many I think we personally can intervene on, and then which ones I need to see if I can send some people to?
We want to try.
Yeah,
let's
I'll say it's warfare. Difficulty is going to be average.
And that was 2 threats. Oh, I still come out ahead. All right, so I get 1 success and 1 advantage. The advantage could be that the first one is pretty close. I say fishing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, there is another. There is the local plastisteel smith that's moderately close. He's mostly centralized to some of the homesteads. So that's your advantage.
We got to save as many people as possible.
So is that all of them, or are there still others that we won't be able to get to?
There's a few others that you won't be able to get to.
Okay. Here's what I would say. We try to make those 3. Okay. We see how the first 2 go. Mm-hmm. And then we send reinforcements to the others. Or at least...
Let's say there are 4 other incidents that you won't be able to get to no matter what.
Okay.
So if you were to call in reinforcements, you might want to do it now. That way they have the same amount of time to get out to and do it at the same time as you can.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
And then, I mean, I'm kind of speaking for the group here, but that's what I would suggest we do.
You're the marshal. Clearly, this is more your area of expertise, and you would know what to do.
Totally concur. I would like to flip one of the light side dice if this is a good use for it, to be able to call some of our kin from the Ceryss farm to go out and go help out on those 4 other farms we're not going to be able to get.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, well, they're not necessarily farms, but
more reinforcement than just what the marshal can call. Is so to increase their chances. That was, that's, like I said, if that's an appropriate use for.
Okay, yeah.
I think our family is invested in not getting attacked again, so not letting these guys get a foothold and keeping our community safe.
I would think so.
Maybe Mom will go out there.
Well, they better be afraid and run if your mom goes out there.
That's right. Mom was a war hero.
Okay, and then I'll also call whatever reinforcements I can. I'll call that in, and I guess give them a leadership role.
Yeah. You call Bernice.
Also, very Star Wars name.
Very Star Wars name. Yeah.
I love that that's her name. Can I just say that now? I love that. Please.
What is it, Marshal?
Bernice, this is Remi.
Hey.
We have some information that the Sandstorm is going to be hitting about 4 other locations. We called in some of the Ceryss clan to go help out, but we're going to need some reinforcements at these other coordinates I'm sending you now.
You deputize the Ceryss clan?
Temporarily, yeah. Yeah, I did. We need all the help we can get on this, especially with the Exodus Day. So,
well, we got.
I think if we can defend these locations, we can really put the Sandstorm on their heels for quite some time.
All right, well, I can see what I can do. The last big transport's moving out in about 5 hours. And this is where
that's way too long. I'm gonna need as many people as you can send to these locations now.
Right, give me the roll. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, what's my difficulty?
Difficulty is gonna be, let's say,
my leadership's 3. Just throwing that out there.
Let's say 2, but you get a blue dice because like you're the one person who's actually doing like serious work out in the field today, and everyone else is mostly like doing like guard duty and stuff like that down at the docks.
Oh, and did you say that the plasteel smith was like kind of centrally located?
Yeah, he's pretty close to you guys. Yeah, so that's why you were able to get to. Cool. Originally, I was going to say you guys could get to 2 or 1, but because of that, you guys can get to 2 or 3.
Okay, but like, would it be? I guess what I'm asking is, would it be a good place to set up like a first aid type station too?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to tell her to do that as well.
Okay.
And remind her that. Well, actually, we'll leave Trevor here, and they can come get him. So okay, here's my
Joe
roll.
And Annabelle will take care of Trevor.
Oh, 1 advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I think that. I think it's not a failure. It's not a success.
Well,
but I think that the advantage would be that they can get that last shipment out faster than that. I think that's about all 1 advantage buys me.
Well, how about this? How about let's say you're going to have to rely on the Ceryss clan to actually go stop the incidents. But your advantage is that they don't need all the medical attention and stuff like that. So you do get once you clear out the plasteel smith, you're able to set up that that like triage kind of center and stuff like that.
Okay. Or it could be that at least those locations get some kind of warning.
Yeah.
So they're a little more prepared for the fight. Or they can evacuate to another location if they want to do that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Well, we should be able to give them warning anyway. But
who's calling the Ceryss clan to get them motivated?
Claire decided to spend the light side
Oh,
points.
yeah,
so
you're
I think Claire is. Sorry, Cassie is gonna call him.
Sure, put me on the spot.
You wanted to spend the point.
So they're gonna try and help and everything. You use the first point, but we're gonna do a roll to see like effectiveness and then pros and cons.
I know you.
It'll be an easy for her.
Hey, how about this? Because is it a group check? We can use my
between the two of you. Yeah,
we can
yeah.
use my presence there.
Yeah.
There you go, Claire.
I'll put him on speaker.
Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, but you don't have to
Just don't put the lawman on. Sarah's clan don't always like the law.
No. We love the law, as far as the law knows.
Not shifty cousin Willie.
You know, but shifty cousin Willie is
shifty.
He deserved that time in jail. Is all I'm saying. He found Luke Skywalker while he was in jail. Okay.
Man, it took everybody else a whole movie.
All right, give me combined roll. Difficulty 1.
1 versus what do we?
Leadership, I think. Right.
Okay.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, honey child.
Since when did come on? Okay.
What? You're breaking up.
Kamaya's got an accent. Anyways,
You got a bantha pie cooling. What is it?
Ma, you heard what we did with the with Joe and Annabelle.
No, you picking on those poor
right?
kids again? You know they're not that smart.
We just saved them.
We called you and told you we were doing this.
Bantha pies are
tried to
very,
attack them.
very complicated, and I kind of lose track of what's happening. Who's this?
Mom, it's Cam.
Hey, Cam.
It's Camiya. Anyway, we figured out the Sandstorm's gonna be attacking a whole bunch of other locations, and the Marshals don't have enough people right now to actually go and help everybody. They're asking us.
Big surprise.
Yeah, I mean everybody's going out for Exodus Day. They're asking us if we could give a hand today. To try to save some of these people.
Yeah, and they might owe us some favors.
They might.
Yeah, I'll tell your uncle Bruce and Bubba and Shifty and Shifty no. Well, I mean Shifty's got that thing on his ankle, so he probably shouldn't leave the house. But yeah, we can get the crew together.
What thing on his ankle?
He's got that thing on his ankle. He's not supposed to leave the house.
I told you about it.
You didn't tell me about that.
I totally told you.
You remember that barn?
That.
You remember that blue barn on the edge of the property that kind of blew up? Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Drugs are bad.
Do you not listen to the Holo recordings I send you?
I do. You did not tell me that. You didn't tell me.
I told you all about it.
So he's not allowed to leave the house, is what you're telling me.
Well, I mean, technically, he's not supposed to because the cops are going to come over and ask him what he's been up to. And I'll be honest with you, I could say he kept his nose clean, but it's a dirty nose. But anyway,
Aunt Evie, I don't think the cops are going to care today.
Don't say that too loud. Oh, he's gone. He's going. All right. Well, yeah. I'll get the boys moving.
I'll send you the locations.
All right, you girls stay safe. You hear like your mom's large caliber off of a small transport blaster rifle, and you hear her slapping the large charge packs into the base of it. It's essentially like a bar. Like it's the massive Bonnie and Clyde gun that she had.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's mildly anti-vehicle, and you can hear her like lovingly like slap charge packs into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, pie's gonna be done in about 2 hours, so just so you guys know.
Yes.
Great.
I relay that. Hey, pie's done in 2 hours.
Yay.
You hear like a small screech from Imp, and then Remi says, "No, it sounds better than it tastes. Believe me."
Yep. All right.
Bye, Evie. Love you.
Bye, girls.
Bye, Mom.
Have fun storming the castle. Yeah. So you have enough family to kind of go and spread out. Let's see how the outpost, how the smithery goes, and then you guys can determine where you go from there.
All right.
Okay, great. Is the Marshal station relaying to all of these locations that they're about to get hit, or do we need to make those calls?
The Marshal station is.
Yeah. Bernice is calling all the people.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are in the so you guys are taking the Crown Vic speeder because there are other speeders with you at the moment.
Well,
Yes.
How many?
I mean,
how many
this is
the
Remi's
official-
kind of trusty
Yep.
speeder,
You have-
but
you have-
is there
you have the-
are there some faster ones?
There are two-seater speeders, and there is a bike speeder. The bike speeder is the fastest.
Ooh.
Yours is like a 5-seater because it's like a Crown Vic kind of a thing, right?
Okay.
And 2 of them are like the 2-seat speeders, kind of what you would see in like episode 2. You know, they're like, you know what I mean? They're like the kind of sports car, so they don't really have a back seat. And then 1 is a little bit more of like the indoor kind of speeder. It's
Sure.
a kind of a motorcycle kind of thing, but that's the fastest. And you can have all these vehicles are a little kind of road warrior-esque. So they're all going to have like a black die on driving. And if you do the motorcycle with 2 people, it's going to be 2 black die. But if you don't do anything crazy, that shouldn't matter.
Not doing anything crazy.
I mean, and if you had time, you can mechanic, but...
Well, number one, I don't think we have time. Okay, speed-wise, because, I mean, speed is of the essence right now. So that would be the only reason I would want to take them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is it...
I kind of want to take the fast one.
Would the 2-seater one be faster than taking my speeder?
Yes.
Okay. Then if Cassie's
You
okay
wanna-
with taking
you
that
have-
one, then we can do that. Or Cassie can, I guess, take another one, I guess, right? I mean,
Yeah, like you guys want to take the 2-seater and I'll take the...
that's kind of what I was thinking,
speeder?
but I kind of, again, am...
That's fine.
Okay.
I will do whatever you all want.
You might want to grab your first aid kit out of there, though. And if you got any handcuffs. I think there was a special Star Wars thing for handcuffs. They weren't called handcuffs, I think, but
Binders.
binders. If you got any binders in there.
Yeah, I have some.
So yeah, that's Camiya's only thing. It's just like, yeah, grab the first aid kit and some binders, and let's get out of here.
I mean, I just have what's on my character sheet, right? I mean, I don't get anything extra in the car.
Yeah, no, but like if you use like a destiny point,
Okay, that's
you'd
fine.
be like, oh, this would be.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm good with it.
Did
Yeah.
the guys that we shot have like jackets or hats or something that so as I drive up I can kind of look like one of them?
I believe disguise is a skill, isn't it? You will get a blue die.
Or
for it
there's
if you want to try.
streetwise and skullduggery, or also, but
Deception, I think, is good.
That'll at least be able to get us a little closer since we don't have cover on these.
That's fair.
okay, let's go.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Driving checks. It's just one. You guys are just like getting there.
One black.
and one black
Piling.
die, right?
Yeah, and one black, one purple, one black.
Or,
Oh, okay.
Wow,
okay, that's all
that
you.
was not particularly good. I rolled a couple of
Oh
threats.
God. No.
That's ridiculous. So I rolled 1 success and 2 threats while rolling 3 green dice, 1 yellow,
Wow.
1 black, and 1 purple.
I rolled exactly
Well,
even,
it's
so
not
we
with
get
you.
there.
Well, no. So that's a failure technically. If you don't have a success, it's considered a failure.
You
Yeah.
didn't succeed.
Let's see. The problem is going to be you're going to cause yourself a strain because it's like really shoddy and like there's no like thermal dampeners on the side engine cover and stuff like that, and you're a little kind of you're fishtailing it a little bit. So it's not super bad,
Okay.
but it's like, it's there. They are going to show up like a full narrative action after you do.
Okay.
So you're going to be there by yourself for a moment. So you come up to the smithy. It's not a very big place. It's kind of like built into this into this cliff chunk, and you know that the person who kind of built this this is not how the Empire would have done its smithing. It would have done like electro smithing in one of the bigger warehouse areas. This one is done because this guy's found like a very rich, like, coal and iron deposit, and he just decided to set up a smithy here. He does reform. He is able to get temperatures high enough to be able to reform like plastisteel and other things like that. So most of what he does is repairs, but you can actually tell that people, like the security forces on Hoban, a lot of times they'll have like Imperial armor that have these massive cracks or holes into it that have been filled in with like steel and other composite metals, and that's because that's what he's been doing. As you roll up, you see four members of the Sandstorm. It looks like they have 2 bikes, each with sidecars, and they're pulling like a little rolling like flatbed thing behind it with its own wheels, if you know what I'm talking about. And so they have the guy on the ground bound, and they're literally like taking these stacks and stacks and stacks of like chest plates and busted helmets and gloves and all these things. They're essentially leaving all of the iron and smelting equipment, and what they're doing is they're taking all of his things that he has either repaired or is supposed to repair, because the Durasteel, Plastisteel stuff is the more important stuff for them.
Okay. How many do I see?
4.
Okay, there's 4. Did you say there was a person on the ground?
Yes.
Oh.
This is... I'm going to need a name for the blacksmith.
Mr. Abernathy.
Mr. Abernathy. Mr. Abernathy is hog-tied on the ground with a gag in his mouth.
All right. I'll relay back to my people who haven't shown up yet. All right. Mr. Abernathy's okay, but he's tied up. There's 4 of them.
And you have one of the guys like looking out towards you. You're
Does he see
about
me?
you're about 50 yards out.
I think I've been spotted.
Find some cover.
So-
We're almost there.
So this is where there will be a perception versus deception roll.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the difficulty? What is the skill of your deception?
2 green.
This is combined because you guys did this together beforehand.
Yeah, my deception is 1 yellow, 2 green.
Okay, so it'll turn into 2 purple and 1 red. Okay.
I
Boop.
like not to use a die.
So he got
So
1
he
advantage. He did not
didn't
succeed, but he
succeed.
got 1 advantage. The advantage is going to be that he's going to wave his hand, like excitedly, like wave his hands at you, and he's gonna grab like this almost pristine piece of like Durasteel armor chest piece, and then start like walking towards you.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna drive up as if I'm a friendly at the moment.
Okay.
Hold on, I think they think I'm I think they think I'm one of them. Looks like he's about to give me something.
Yeah. All right. So you meet like at about 20 yards from where he was before. Not very far from the big group, but a little bit. And he's like, "Hey," and he kind of holds up like this, like pretty unmarred chess piece. He's like, "Hey, Chucky, look what this boy had in the basement. It's crazy. He had a whole bunch of stuff. He was holding out on the local law enforcement."
That is a nice piece, man. She'll jump down and she will park she'll kind of pull up and park the bike kind of between the two of us when I get off and the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll park the bike right there so that when things start, she'll just have this one guy right next to her.
Okay.
I guess her gun has to be kind of slung on her back by because she was just driving.
Yeah. Or strapped to the bike, either way.
Yeah, something like that.
Here, help me put it on. He futzes with, he holds it against, he's trying to hold it against, he doesn't know how to hook it on. And he puts his back to you, looking towards the camp.
Can I, start messing with it as if I don't know how to put it on either?
Yeah.
Until, buying time until my guys show up?
Yeah.
This freaking strap. What? It's supposed to go this way? Or?
No, you just lick it and stick it. That's how this whole Empire stuff works.
That ain't working.
I'm going to give him a really low perception of trying to, because he has his back towards it, so it's going to be a black die. And he's going to see if he can notice the group coming, the other vehicle coming down the way. Alright, so he fails. Okay. Alright, so the other group starts rolling up in the vehicle. They don't actually use comms or anything, though. That's what you should kind of notice. So, okay. So, other group. You guys are approaching. You see one of the Sandstorm bandits, with his back. They're next to the bike with Camiya. What do you do? How do you come in?
Before we came in, by the way, Brandon, would you have told us that we should be setting to stun or not setting to stun?
Yeah, no. At this point, Remi would say not to stun.
All right. If you didn't say otherwise, that's what she still is on.
Also, you guys took the amount of vehicles that have no way to hold captives.
That's true.
Right. Because, these raiders, they're, trying to kill people, too,
So, Camiya, he's going to, start to get frustrated and wants to turn around and look back away from the camp, which might, and that they're coming up and they're only at long range now. So, you should be able to see that vehicle. What do you do?
Let me see. Could I, move around to the front, and look like I'm trying to fix the strap in the front so that he can get frustrated with me in this direction? And I, kind of move back around and make it so that he doesn't want to turn that way, because there's no reason to, because I'm over here trying to fix it.
That would put your back... It would put your back to the camp, though.
Yeah. That's okay for right now. If I can get the alarm not sounding yet, then I'm going to call that a positive for now. So There's at least the bike, and if shooting starts, I'll duck down.
Okay. So it's going to be one more perception I'm going to give him, and because you did that, that's going to be a black die.
Oh, shit, he succeeded.
He succeeded. All right. He's like, no, I understand that the male part and the other male part don't interlock at this point, but do you hear that? I feel like I hear something. He starts to turn around.
Oh, yeah, that's just Spike and Joe.
Spike and Joe would never work together. All right, so I'm gonna need either a deception or coercion.
Those are equally bad for me.
Spike slept with Joe. What was it? Spike and Joe.
Spike and Joe.
Spike slept with Joe's mom on a Thursday, and they have never been friends since.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
No one forgets the incident of Thursday of last week.
Thursday of last week. What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be 2. Are you gonna coercion him, which is like more forceful and kind of intimidating, or are you gonna try and like be nice with him?
I'm going with nice. I'm trying to deceive.
Okay.
This is a 50-50 shot, guys. Let's see. I failed but got 3 advantages.
Okay. What are your advantages?
Okay, so I failed, which means he's not going to believe me.
So what you were trying to do was for him not to raise the alarm. So he's going to want to raise the alarm, but you're going to modify either things around that or things that make it so that's not as bad. But you can't, like, the advantage can't give you the success, essentially.
He's going to raise the alarm, but do I have time to act before that?
I'll say if you want, you can take all 3 and get like a full-on like action at this moment. But if you don't drop him or make him unconscious, he's still going to raise an alarm.
But shooting is going to probably raise the alarm too, right? They're going to hear the gunshot, the big pew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not going to help much. But I guess it'll help a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna just shoot him. It'll that'll raise the alarm by itself, but it'll raise the alarm with 1 less enemy.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take that advantage to try to shoot. So
yeah, I mean it could be that we just get another round before they are notified, which is fine.
So I've got my blaster rifle.
Mm-hmm.
What's my difficulty at engaged range?
1.
Ooh. Okay, I might do a murder. Here we go. 1 success and 1 advantage. So he does get. So he gets 9 damage. Mm-hmm. That probably doesn't drop him, but at least it
does not.
But with my 1 advantage, I can. Yeah, I guess you guys can get a blue die. Your way over.
All right.
So you're talking to him, and
might help you get there faster.
You're futzing with his armor and everything, and you have your heavy blaster on your shoulder. He goes, "What the hell's that? There's no way that's Thursday incident." And then you like sling it around your arm, and then like point blank, like shoot him. So you fire, and you like catch him like right in the butt. Like goes through right his like right through his butt to through the front of his upper hip. And he like hits the ground. He's like he is in full on shock. He is still alive, but he is rough. And the armor's like flapping around as he's like moving around. And initiative.
I've started combat, guys. I go fast.
Wow.
I go so fast.
You go really fast.
I have 3 successes, 2 advantages, and a triumph. I go triumphantly fast.
Jeez.
We're not that slow behind you, though, so that's good. 2 successes, 2 advantages.
And then I got 2 successes, 1 advantage. So it looks like we all go, and then they go.
So who wants to take the first PC slot? You guys are coming in. The vehicle is at long range right now.
I mean, I can go. I'm just going to be trying to get us to a shorter range, though.
Does this guy is this guy armed right now?
Yes.
Like, do I feel like he's still a threat?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he has the potential. He has the potential to be. Yeah.
I might want to go ahead and take him out and then duck down behind the bike. I'm gonna go ahead and get him. You said he was knocked to the ground?
Yes.
So do I get a blue die for him? Actually, do I get a black die? I'm right above him, but he's prone.
You get a black die to hit somebody on the ground for some goofy reason.
Well, that makes sense if you're not in engaged range, but
yeah.
We'll work with it. It's the rules.
But you're engaged, so your purple's gonna be less.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I only have 1 purple, so it's fine. Okay, 3 successes and an advantage. This guy's dead.
Yeah.
So apparently I just shot him in the butt just now, but it kind of and his armor had kind of flapped up and because it wasn't really attached properly. Mm-hmm. And that kind of gave me the advantage for like a good clean center of mass shot.
Okay.
So it was just a gut shot. And then I duck down behind the so I take cover as my second action.
You have cover behind the bike.
Okay, so you said I could take us from long to medium.
which is essentially where Camiya is. Camiya is in medium range with the other people.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. What were we going to say, Claire?
I was going to offer for you to go first because I can't do anything at this range.
Right. So, okay. I'll take us to medium, which I think is really all I can do, huh?
No, you have an action. You have an action still, so it's a maneuver.
Okay. So I could fire at. Could I fire at medium?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it. I'll take us to medium and fire at the closest guy.
So there are 3 people. They're still kind of like they're just, their alert has just gone up. One has like a big stack of like breastplates in his hands. The other person has like a stick that has a whole bunch of like helmets on it. And then the other person seems like he was kind of yelling and directing everyone else, and every once in a while kicking the blacksmith, Mr. Abernathy, in the ribs.
I'll take a shot at him.
Okay.
So medium is 2 purple?
Medium is 2.
Nope, I miss. 1 advantage. I'll just pass on. I'll just pass on a blue die. Maybe she can take a shot.
Okay.
Anything's possible.
So you're medium.
Yeah,
anything's possible. You can maneuver and then maneuver again and get into engaged if you wanted.
Well, I'm not. I mean, can I get out of the vehicle?
Yeah. That's part of your maneuver.
Okay, that's what I was. Okay, well that's a maneuver right there. I'm gonna get out. If it's not gonna count as a maneuver, I am gonna use my maneuver to get into cover near Kenny. Wow, that was terrible.
Wow.
So you got 2 failures.
I feel horribly.
And 3 advantages. So you don't shoot, but what do you do with your advantages?
I shouldn't be allowed to have weapons. Okay, so
with 1, you could recover a strain, and with 2, you could.
With 3, I can give myself a bonus to range defense. Which is
that's great.
There you go.
Because I don't want to die, and I've been pretty squishy so far.
3 bad guys. Bad guy 1, holding a stack of chest plates, is going to like drop them and then find cover, and he's going to take a wild shot over like a stack of rocks and coal and stuff at who's the most wide open. Guess the people behind the motorcycle are probably a little less. No, Remi didn't actually take cover, did he? All right, so
he's inside a vehicle, which,
Yeah, he's just in a moving
anyway.
He's inside the not Crown Vic. The Crown Vic gives you cover because it has a top.
Oh, yeah. I was trying. I tried, Remi. We'll scrape your brains up later.
But I do have 1 defense.
You have 1 defense, so it's 1 black die. And roll.
Yes.
Pew! He misses. He does not have cover. He lost the benefit of the prior movement, which is he went to cover to shoot, and then his shot was so bad that he lost his cover.
That he couldn't handle the recoil.
Yeah.
And he just stumbled right out of cover.
He did that Wild West, like, fall backwards when the gun is too strong. The guy with this, like, the helmet, with all the helmets on the stick and everything, sees what the other guy does, pulls a heavy blaster, aims, and fires at Cassie.
No!
Why me?
I'm the one who shot.
I'm like the most in cover.
So there have been 4 failures and 3 advantages.
He super doesn't hit.
He's going to give the next bad guy an extra blue die. So then there's a guy that was kicking the Mr. Abernathy. He looks up, sees what's happening. He goes and gets behind cover, and he's going to pull out a slug thrower rifle.
Slug thrower, old school.
Yeah, you notice like this is actually Abernathy's slug thrower rifle that he pulled out. So like he's already claimed.
I helped him make that. That's not right.
And this is going to be at Camiya. So you have cover.
Yeah.
Your difficulty 2. He's a little better than the other 2 people, and the other guy gave him a blue die.
Okay. He fails.
Wow!
That is a awful roll, but thank goodness it was.
There's a big like gunk,
Yeah.
boom, and you see like this cloud of like black smoke come from the barrel of the weapon. And
there's a distinct difference in shooting a slug thrower weapon as opposed to what he's probably used to.
Yeah. Okay, that's the round. At the top, a PC slot. So, the guy who's kicking Abernathy has cover. The other two either tried to get cover and lost it, or just said screw it and tried to aim.
I would like to aim and shoot back at the guy with the slug thrower.
Okay.
You know what? I'll shoot at somebody who doesn't have cover.
Okay. So there's one with a light blaster.
They're probably about to get...
So if you want to think about it, there's a light blaster, there's a heavy blaster, and there's a slug thrower.
I'll go with the heavy blaster. So there's that. I have a blue die for my aim, and it's 2 difficulty.
Yes.
Okay. Here I go. Yes.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes and an advantage. So, because my blaster rifle is awesome, that does 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Okay.
My next friend will get a blue die.
You fire. It catches him right in the shoulder. He kind of flips around a bit, but he is still gasping and trying to push himself up onto his knees.
Okay.
And that was the gentleman with the heavy blaster.
I guess Remi will hop down,
Mm-hmm.
take cover, aim, which to do cover and aim, I have to take 1 strain, right?
Right.
2 strings.
2.
2, yeah. Yeah, you have to take 2 strain.
Ooh, okay. That's okay.
You got plenty of strain.
That's okay, because it'll give me 2 blue dice. And I think I'm gonna fire both weapons at the guy with the slug.
Okay. He's the one with cover.
The one that is in cover already.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you got him. You can do it. I believe in you.
So, just miss. 1 failure. That's failure, right? 1
Yep.
failure.
So you go pow pow, choo choo, and like you see his head like get a little farther down below, and it ricochets down around on the rocks behind him.
Well, that's all I can do.
You do-gooders choose the wrong people to fight today.
I'm gonna run
See about that, jerk.
close by 1 range band, so at close range.
Yep.
No.
I'm just gonna run.
Cassie!
So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I'm already running. Okay. So, the question is, how crazy do I want to get? So I'm gonna do a high difficulty maneuver.
What?
And I'm going to let them know they can either surrender now or we will execute all of them.
Ooh.
You're going to coerce them.
A little coercion.
I like it.
You are... So this is going to be a difficulty 3, because they're pretty sure they can, like, you're just like 2 kids and a cop, like an old man cop.
Yeah, but we've already killed half.
And that will give you a blue die.
If
Not
I were
with that
to
attitude.
If I were to spend a light side die, what does that do for me?
That raises your skill. So one of your green would turn into a yellow.
Yep.
Tapping in the light side.
Oh, so many dark side dice.
I know. Well, according to this game, we're supposed to use this.
That is correct.
So I'm using it.
For those watching at home, there are currently 4 dark side dice and 1 light side remaining.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I got 2 successes and a disadvantage.
Okay, so
surrender, or we're going to kill you all.
So he believes that. You know, the leader, the guy with the bolt throws, like, he believes that. He's like, what are your terms?
Surrender, or we'll kill you all.
We'll give you Abernathy, and you leave, And then once I see you go over the horizon, we'll leave too.
I've got an expert sniper right over there. You can see where she put a hole in your man's chest. You want one, just keep talking.
So the threat's going to be that you have to negotiate something with them.
We'll surrender. You surrender, and we'll put you on the next transport out. No criminal record.
I'm not leaving my family. This is my home. So, the Sandstorms have no interest in leaving the planet. Like, they feel like the planet is being left to them in the mass exodus.
But I'm not going to let him have Abernathy's smithy.
Well, there is a hostage involved, too.
Yeah, I know. But I've also got one of the greatest snipers in the galaxy coming in my back.
You could get them to at least hand us over the hostage now, so Abernathy doesn't get hurt.
But they don't want anything we have to offer in return. Their counteroffer is for us to go over the horizon, which allows them to kill Abernathy. Or, best case, we get Abernathy out of there, they still go back to the hideout, and we still have to fight them all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to fight them anyway, so why let them get together with other people?
Okay.
So,
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on board with Claire here. I mean, I don't know, maybe you turn those successes into, like, black die or purple die or something, but...
Alright, who's next?
I think that was us, so it's NPC.
I think it's their turn now, yeah.
Yeah, if we're picking up, it's right on their turn.
Okay.
And yes, that means I'm at close range.
You moved up to close range?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to get up close enough to parlay. And also look threatening.
Okay.
Because, I'm carrying a crappy blaster, but...
So, close range is like being in the same, like, kind of big room, and medium range is like the distance of, like, a house. Just so you know.
Right.
Okay. So, I'll go ahead and have the guy on the ground. He's going to squirm around, grab the heavy blaster, and take a shot, even though he's pretty badly hurt. He's going to fire at Cassie. So, 1 hit and 1 threat.
Okay. He takes a straight.
Alright. And he passes out.
Hooray.
He's just like, as his last cast, he's like, frack you. That's the wrong sci-fi universe, whatever. And he pulls the
No, frack's in the list.
Is
Good.
That's silly.
Yep. How much damage does this little blaster do? This is using heavy, isn't
heavy blaster is 7.
Okay, I'm hurt. But I'm alive! Woo!
The one with the light blaster is going to throw a... he's going to throw a banger at you. He's going to throw a stun grenade over the top.
I thought you said it was a frag.
The leader has a frag. This is the guy with the light blaster.
Bring that too, I say. Because that just means Camiya's going to kill you that much harder. So, bring it! I have motivation for everybody. That's my job.
Is that what's just going to happen now? You're just going to, like, run into danger, and then we're going to go, crap, we have to go save her now.
Apparently. That was not my intention with this character, but this appears to be what she's doing.
Okay, so it hits. And it's going to do...
Yeah, what is the damage? It's like 8 or something?
8 stun damage.
So stun damage is all,
Now,
Strain.
strain.
Strain, yep.
Yeah, but I don't soak that, right?
You do.
Or do I?
Oh, I thought you did soak it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Armor's armor. Okay. Anyway, I'll look it up while you guys go on to the next thing. Throw a frag at me. Go ahead.
No, the other guy's gonna fire at this so-called the best sniper in the universe.
I was gonna say, by I dare you, I mean please don't.
So
Please don't.
he still has cover, and he's going to aim.
Okay.
And so you're difficulty 2, and you have cover 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to use a dark side point to increase green
Crap.
to yellow. 2 advantages.
He didn't succeed, though.
He did not. He's going to take a maneuver and take cover behind Abernathy. He's going to grab Abernathy and use him as a shield. So he's given up his normal cover for Abernathy cover. All right,
Okay.
Top of the PCs.
Okay. Remi will also close the distance And yeah, he's gonna. I'm not gonna take cover. I'm gonna move up to short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fire both blasters at the guy with the light blaster.
Okay, he has cover.
All right. Well, one success, and
so you fire 2 blasters. One zings over his head. One catches him in the side of his arm. He winces in pain. You
7
do how
damage.
much damage?
7.
7. Okay.
So is he kind of like holding Abernathy in front of him and still has the gun and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get him. I would like to try to shoot the gun out of his hand.
A called shot is an increase of difficulty by 2 black, I believe.
2 black. Dang.
So he has cover, and then you're going to do a called shot, so that's 3 black dice.
Oof.
Yeah. And you're at medium range, so it's 2 purple.
I will take strain and I will aim twice. I really want to do this and have it be super cool. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 successes and a strain and a threat. So I do manage to shoot the blaster out of his hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or does that just like hit his arm? Like how does that work when I wanted to specifically do that one thing?
We'll say you did both. So like you shot the slug thrower. It kind of explodes into bits of shrapnel, and you actually kind of like it also goes into his hand, and you've mangled you've permanently like mangled his hand.
Okay, that does 12 damage, by the way.
Yep, he's screaming in pain. He's cussing every Star Wars curse word.
I helped him build that gun.
The Sandstorm and my brothers will see you dead.
They can try.
Is that all the PC slots?
Yep.
No.
No, Cassie has to go.
You know what? I'm going for it again. I told you, surrender. This is your last chance.
Okay. I'm gonna say difficulty. So it's gonna be difficulty 2 with a black die.
I will coerce as best I can. Okay, so apparently they're still wanting to fight. I will send my advantage on to... Because I was just going to recover a strain. But...
Yeah, you can recover a strain, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Bad guy's turn. So, the guy holding Abernathy is really... damn it. Is really cheesed off. And he switches arms, so he has like his stump wrapped around Abernathy's neck. And Abernathy's still kind of tied up and everything, too. And he reaches into his back and he pulls out the grenade, pulls away the safety pin, and is just holding it by the spoon, yelling at you guys to get out of here and leave. Otherwise, we're all going up. It's not a thermal detonator; it's a normal grenade. The guy with the light blaster starts making a run for it. Their vehicles are like medium range towards the other direction, so he gets up and starts running.
You guys are closer. I feel like it's your job to save him at the moment. You could
always shoot his hand again, Bobby.
Yeah.
It'll send the grenade flying,
yeah.
And the grenade shouldn't go off for like 3 seconds, so it should blow
and
away.
He'll go zooming off into the air, saying "Team Rocket strikes again."
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
blasting off
I don't see.
Oh gosh.
Nerd.
Come on.
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
Is somebody closer gonna try to?
I mean, I can. Yeah, I can. That's fine.
I'm gonna wait for you guys again.
Would you?
Because I'm gonna do something non-combat.
Would you like me to try to shoot him, and then y'all can try to grab the grenade and throw it far, far away?
Shoot him.
I mean, you can or I can. I mean, I think you...
Shoot him.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot and hopefully not kill us all.
Okay.
Or kill
kill
Abernathy and you guys. I'm far away.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's close enough to hit us.
I'll probably be fine.
All right, here I go. I got a success and 2 advantages.
Okay.
All right.
Which is enough for a crit, right?
Let me see. I believe
with your weapon modification.
Yep, that does crit. Yeah. That does crit with this weapon. So let's see. So there's a table, right?
I got it open.
Table.
Roll a percentile.
All right, here I go. I rolled a 1.
A 1?
He suffers a strain.
Mine are Nick. He gets 1 strain.
I managed to roll a 1 on a D100.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, he suffers a strain in addition to 9 damage.
You made him slightly upset.
Does that do it? Does that put him over the edge with something?
No, he's still alive. He kind of falls to his knees, and he has like.
Well, remember, probably both shots he didn't take full damage because it was because
her first shot. Yeah, her first shot like completely decimated the weapon, and then like mangled his hand, which did a little bit of damage and some strain.
Damn it!
And this is the first like shot that actually did like damage to him solely. So he kind of like he crumples, he falls to his knees a little bit, and he drags like Abernathy down. So they're both kind of on their knees or laying down a little bit, and he has his arm outstretched with a grenade in it, and he's panting really hard.
Try it, guys. Please don't die. Go get it.
Okay. If you don't mind, Brandon.
No. If you go ahead.
Because I need you to cover my butt when this fails.
All right, that's fair enough.
So I'm going to drop my blaster and run at this guy, and let's just wrestle it straight out of his hand.
Okay.
That's a thing I'm never going to be able to succeed at.
Can you wait, Cassie? Question: is your melee weapon one hand?
Well, it's a stick. In theory, it could be used one-handed.
I'm just wondering, can you just golf ball swing that grenade?
What could go wrong hitting this grenade?
Would that be as easy?
Would
that be as easy or easier?
Absolutely, it would be harder. I'm sure because it basically
that's
probably be like
that's
a
what I'm
cold
asking
shot.
Ito. That's what I'm asking Ito.
I believe
decrease my difficulty.
Is there a melee and a brawl skill separately?
There is a melee and a brawl skill separately.
So one is a melee, one is a brawl.
Well, right, but so they're at the same difficulty.
Yes.
And what's difficulty?
Difficulty. Okay, you know what? I'll say the melee has a black die because you're hitting something out of someone's hand. So I'm not going to make you do a called shot with melee, which would be 2. So okay, so if you want to, so he's on the ground, his arm is outstretched, and he's gripping onto that grenade as hard as he can. If you go up and try and golf it out of his hand, it's going to be a melee, 2 difficulty with a black die. If you're going to try and brawl and essentially fight with his hands and try and get that away from him, it's going to be... So, okay, that's what it is. So the brawl will be a purple and a red. The melee will be 2 purple and a black.
But I love the idea of the golf. All right, we're doing it.
I would love for this to work.
I would too.
Do this.
We are definitely flipping a light side.
Oh, there we go. I'm going by the rule of
I think
not
it's
going
worth
to
doing that.
I think it's worth it, but it does make me concerned. We are now out of light side and we have 5 dark side.
I'm going to try and impose a rule on myself
pass.
that I'm not going to use a dark side on the same action or turn that you guys use a light side because that seems dickish.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's down to, is how dickish our game master wants to be.
Because if you hadn't, I was going to use one. You're going to golf ball it out.
This is never going to work.
So you run up, you're like, you're so mad, you're like, I tried to reason with this. And you run up and you grab it, you have that thing where like your index finger and pinky are crossed over, holding the end of your staff.
And there's no way anybody else did anything that might squeeze me out of blue die.
No.
No? Okay. I thought I'd try.
Okay,
now if I fail, I just want to see the record that Brandon hasn't gone yet, so Remi does have a chance to save my butt.
Yeah. That's right.
Right? Okay, here we go.
Right.
Big bucks, no whammies.
Yes!
Okay.
Okay, so we succeeded.
We did. We sure did.
With a threat, but you succeeded.
Yeah. I'm going to say that there's going to be strain. You hit it, and it explodes like 15 feet out, and so that concussive wave kind of hits you and the guy and Abernathy, and so the one strain that you would take, you all three take it.
Yeah, I was hoping awesome. if it was a good enough success, I wanted to golf it into the other fleeing guy.
Yeah, that would have been a triumph. It was just like, I got away! Goosh.
Speaking of which, we have one character action left. Remi could take care of the fleeing guy or let him go and tell the story. But we did that with one guy already.
Yeah, no, and this is like their full out assault trying to take over the planet thing. So no, he's gonna aim. He's only gonna fire one. I don't know what range he's at. So that's two.
Yep.
It's only 2 purple, and he's got no cover because he's running.
Yep.
All right, and I'm only firing 1. So, well, that sucks. I failed, but I got 3 successes.
Yes.
Oh, 3 advantages.
I mean, 3 advantages. Yeah. So I can recover. You know what? I really think we're gonna need that. So I'm gonna recover 3.
Okay, the one guy's running. One maneuver, he gets in the car. Second maneuver with strain, he starts moving. He is now he's at long range for most people. He's at long range for everybody, and only one more turn to start being at extreme range. The guy on the ground, looks up. He's like, "All right, I give up." And rolls on his back, lets go of Abernathy, and just looks like exhausted.
Damn right he does.
He grabs the stump of his mangled right hand.
If it's new initiative, I'm gonna try to get that last guy. Okay. I'll just regular aim and shoot.
Okay.
I fail with 3 advantages.
What you can do is I can say that you hit it depends. If you want, you could make it kind of start smoking, so you guys could eventually follow, or you could have hit the engine in a way that he couldn't, in that vehicle, he couldn't get to the base in a few hours. That he's going to be on foot eventually, but not be able to track him.
Yeah, I'll slow him down. And in fact, I could probably just jump on the speeder that I'm still right next to, next time I get a turn, and start following him immediately. So I want to do something. I do the one that slows him down.
All right, you're kind of out of combat rounds. What do you want to do?
Remi will untie Abernathy and tie up the other guy, as well as check him for any more grenades.
I immediately jump on my bike and start following the other guy.
You find another concussion grenade. Or sorry, not concussion, a flashbang. You guys have a concussion from last episode.
I'm gonna go over, grab the heavy blaster. I'm gonna hand the heavy blaster over to Old Man Abernathy.
Yep.
And say, he's your responsibility till the police come. Be a real shame if he got shot.
He shoots him in the face.
Okay.
Oh no.
I walk off and grab the pistol I dropped.
The Abernathy walks up to Remi and is like, "Officer, I surrender myself for having slew a man who was a piece of dung."
We both know he had that coming. But we could use your help. And I give him the coordinates to another location.
Oh, perfect.
Cool. Okay. We recruited a helper.
Yay!
Thanks for listening, and Happy New Year. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a review on iTunes. If you have a comment for the show, absolutely. You can find us on Facebook or Twitter at No Match Podcast. No Match for a Blaster is a podcast by Morality Plays. Star Wars Edge of Empire, Age of Rebellion, and Force and Destiny are made by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Our theme is by Kevin McLeod, sound effects by Tristan Longren, Vindus, and Akmov. And as always, I would like to thank my players. Brandon for playing Remi Drobash, Claire for playing Cassie Ceryss, and Bobby for playing Camiya Ceryss. And I am absolutely excited to see what this new year has for us, and I'll see all of you in a galaxy far, far away.